Traditional Chinese doctors still believe that our bodies must have balance so that we can remain healthy. The balance is represented by yin and yang. Yin represents cold and outside, while yang represents warm and inside. Traditional doctors call the natural energy that flows through us qi. They use acupuncture to release and move qi. Ancient doctors collected information for thousands of cures that we use today. When they got older, ancient doctors passed their knowledge of medical information onto the next generation of doctors, who were often their sons. Some of the diseases that they found cures for included diabetes, asthma, tumors, and mumps. We know about these cures because the doctors wrote so many books about how diseases were cured. They even invented CPR. After 300 BC, traditional doctors wrote about 8,000 books telling people how to cure diseases and operate on patients. One of the things that traditional doctors discovered was acupuncture. During the Stone Age, doctors treated their patients with stone needles called bian. Acupuncture is a method where one sticks needles in different parts of the body to relieve pain or to help healing. Around 800 BC, the stone needles were replaced with metal ones. Doctors used acupuncture to control or stop the flow of qi. They put needles in invisible lines called meridians. The points where needles are put into don't have to be close to the spot that the needles are to help. A needle could be placed in the arm to help the head. The treatment usually feels good, but can be a little intense. Doctors usually use finger pressure on children instead of acupuncture. Traditional doctors do not just give physical treatments. They also ask you about your life, how you are feeling, what time you go to bed, what you are eating. And then instead of giving you medicine, they might tell you to stop working so hard or to stop fighting with someone. Then they will take your pulse with 3 fingers on your wrist. First they will press lightly, then medium, then firmly. Then they will look at your tongue. What color it is and what texture it is will matter to them. Another early treatment that was not too different from acupuncture was moxa, but instead of needles being placed at specific places in the body, heat was directed at a specific part. Dry grasses and small amounts of vegetation were placed on different parts of the body and set on fire. After the fire was put out quickly, the ashes that the fire caused were rubbed into the blisters from the fire. This treatment was used for long-lasting disease. The early Chinese discovered how blood circulates through the body when they were trying to figure out how qi moved through the body. The oldest evidence that we have of the ancient Chinese knowing about blood circulation is a book called Circulatory System, which was written around the year 100. The ancient Chinese believed that the yin qi circulated inside of the blood vessels and the yang qi circulated outside of them. In ancient China, there were the same number of acupuncture points as days in the year, 365. The points are along 14 major meridian lines. These are invisible lines, as you already know, in the body. The point on the inside of the arm above the wrist is used to treat many ailments including headaches and coughs. There is a point on the outer side of the wrist that is used to treat forgetfulness, weird dreams, and fatigue, which are only some of the things it treats. The point behind the inner ankle can be used to treat a sore throat or a toothache. This shows that the point doesn't have to be near the spot it cures. Ancient Chinese doctors also had many herbal remedies. One of them was ginger, which is a spice that comes from a plant, and they cut it up until it turned into a fine powder. If you eat it, it cures upset stomachs. There was also ginseng, which is a plant. It increases energy level and relieves stress. If you eat this. Green tea is from the leaves of the Camellia sinensis. If it is lightly boiled and put into tea, it reduces cancer risk. Garlic helps lots of things, but it also cures warts and helps hair grow. This comes from the bulb of a plant in the lily family. The Chinese use these in their natural forms, and so do we. But we also use them in lots of other ways. For example, here is garlic already sliced. Here is ginger mixed with peaches in a modern herbal tea. And here are green tea bags, right from Safeway. This was a report on Chinese medicine. I hope you liked it.